What's the deal? What's the deal, everybody? Look. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't even have my flashcard set up for this. Okay, you know what? I do need to start using flashcards while I'm watching the shows, because you already know, if you haven't noticed, for whatever reason, if you haven't noticed, for whatever reason, I don't know how you haven't noticed, but we've been using our own flashcards. We have our own Iraq branded, custom made by the Chinese flashcards. Okay, I have them in factories by the dozens making these for myself. But look, man, we have some news to talk about. Gilbert Burns lost today via upset. I mean, I cannot look. Who decided to actually put real life money? I need to put I got a green blanket instead of a green screen to hide the bed right there. High IQ. Who decided to put IRL money on Gilbert Burns? Okay, Gilbert Burns could have been fighting anybody. Anybody in the division. Anybody out of the division. And I would have bet against Gilbert Burns. Alright, and we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. But this...
The talk of RAF
this...
Sarukian.
Did you guys see this?
Running Faber off the mats. But
Armand Sarukian literally just pushing
Sarukian
Uriah Faber
running Faber
right off the mat.
Off the mats and onto the concrete.
Right off the mat. Right over Chael. Look at Chael.
UFC Hall of Famer inducted in 2017. Sarukian. Wow. He's got a trap arm. This is trouble for Faber. Gonna have to be strong in his power tier defense. There's a gut wrench. He's got that trap arm, Chael.
Yeah, it's not gonna stop. If you get one, you're gonna get two. To a safe position
Obviously,
like this.
It's a
Now he gets him in
domination via Armand Sarukian.
Now it's a safe position. He's feared to team up, tip him again.
That's it. Nothing. Two more turns, and this one is over. It's 8-0.
I think it does give Faber a second life
8-0, by the way.
On his feet, 8-0,
by the way.
Whoa.
Out of the arena.
Here. On his feet, look at arm drag. Sarukian, look at whoa.
Out of into the crowd. Insane. Some WWE shit. Nala ruined everything, literally. But I told you, hey, listen. We're going to get into it right now, actually, since you said that. We're going to get into it right now. So, if you decided to put money on Gilbert Burns, honestly, you need to be held accountable for everything bad going on in the world. You need to go seek help and maybe even call the gambling hotline number, because why would you put money on Gilbert Burns? He's deep fried. It's over. His career is done. It's been done. Okay, I don't know how they were able to convince Gilbert Burns so many times to crawl out of the retirement home, to go out there and get his ass whooped so many different times by so many different savages. Okay, you saw he literally folded via the first 2-punch combination that Mike Mallet threw. I'm very disappointed, number one, that Mike Mallet didn't get a first round finish here, because it's Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns. Like, am I crazy here? Am I crazy here? But I get it. You want it to be technical. He was on a 3-fight winning streak. Now he's on a 4-fight winning streak. Mallet KO is the easiest money I ever made. Yeah, I told you. My GOAT is live. Sheesh. Was the card right? No, the card was actually pretty good. We're about to get into it right now. And, again, if you actually, genuinely put your hard-earned money, even if you don't work hard, okay, and you get your money by just sitting there and doing nothing, which is how I would like to make my money. If you made your money by doing that, and you still put it on Gilbert Burns, you need to be held accountable for everything bad going on in the world, because you are just so low IQ. It is just ridiculous. Are you live on Twitch? Yeah, I'm live on everything. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Twitch. I'm live on TikTok. Honestly, I should be live on. I should find more platforms to go live on. Okay, but look, Mike Mallet with the easiest W of all time. Round three. All right, I'm gonna switch to Twitch. Do your thing. I got all chats open, man. Round 3, by the way, from Mike Mallet. Really? Really, bro? He needs to be investigated. How about investigate Mike Mallet for letting this fight go over 2.5 rounds? Can we do that? Can we figure that one out? What's the big old deal, nonchalant? Can we figure that out? Because that was a little egregious. All right, Gilbert Burns was kind of just standing there 70% of the fight looking terrified, looking scared, okay? Looking a little frail and wounded, all right? And Mike Mallet just kind of stood there. So investigate Mike Mallet for letting this fight go over 2.5 rounds. I think his coach might have had a parlay in over 2.5 rounds plus Mike Mallet KO TKO over. You know what I mean? Yeah, oh, okay. All right. You guys got it. But Mike Mallet gets the easy peasy W. And let me just check. I'm pretty sure Mike Mallet was ranked before this, right? Like let me just double check. No Mike Mallet ranking. 0 Mike Mallet ranking. Gilbert Burns ranked 11. Just give him the ranking. Just hand it to him. How about we just hand it to him? How about that? Just hand it to him. Just give it to him. Just let him do his thing. And give him the loser of Joaquin Buckley, Sean Brady. And that is going to be Joaquin Buckley because, oh my God. How do you, first of all, how do you lose? How do you lose to Kamaru Usman in that state of Kamaru Usman's career, right? Number one. Number two, how do you post sparring footage? Because now he is sparring with Kamaru Usman, Joaquin Buckley is, to get ready for the Sean Brady fight. How are you posting footage of you getting absolutely dog-walked and thrashed and thrown around? It's a big old deal, Owen. But I don't understand that. So we are smashing Sean Brady. Money line, absolutely. Sean Brady by finish, hopefully. Hopefully, even though the chin is a little faded. But that's a conversation for UFC 328, which I'm excited for. We do have to wait 2 fight night cards. One is a little iffy, and then we get JDM versus Carlos Prates. Banger! But give Mike Mallet the loser of Joaquin Buckley, Sean Brady, please, all right? Just do it and hand him Gilbert Burns' ranking. I am so ecstatic, happy, jumping for joy that he is no longer here. I'm not going to lie. Okay, all respect to him. But again, I had no idea how they were able to convince this dude to go out there 5 times and lose. Okay, even that Jorge Masvidal fight was disgusting. It was just a terrible watch. Should have been a loss. They should have cut both of them, to be honest. Should have cut both of them. So his losing streak for me starts in 2023 April. All right. The co-main event was actually the main event. Charles Air Jourdain versus Kyler the Matrix Phillips. Now, I told you guys Kyler was unhinged, and I said, you know what, I think Kyler might get this done against Jourdain. But I do love me some Jourdain. Everybody loves Charles Jourdain, and just... wow. What a masterclass. What a masterclass. Charles Jourdain looked like a little bit worse Ilia Topuria. Like if he was a little bit better on the scrambles, and or if Kyler Phillips was a little worse on the scrambles, I would have said he looked like an actual just carbon copy of Ilia Topuria. Looked absolutely great. Was taking a little bit of risk. Did a weird like a spinning heel kick from the bottom, like from laying on his back. It was just, what an event. Kyler Phillips started out strong with the takedowns, and he had a solid game plan, but gassed himself out, and Charles just out-scrambled him and just out-fought him, out-demolished him. It is what it is. Shout out Charles Jourdain. Moved to 18-8. I believe he's on a 4-fight winning streak, 3-fight winning streak now. 3-fight winning streak, all at bantamweight, and they all are performance bonuses. Well, Friday, they're all awards. 2 performance bonuses, 1 fight of the night. Wow. Wow. Give this guy a main event. Give this guy a main event. Give Charles Jourdain a main event. Give Charles Jourdain a ranked opponent. Okay? He's at 135. No, bantamweight? Yeah, 135. 135. Give... Man, Man, if y'all don't give Charles Jourdain Raul Rojas Jr., if y'all don't give Charles Jourdain Raul Rojas Jr., I don't know what to tell you. UFC 5 today, question mark? Ooh, that's a maybe. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. Okay, I'm not going to lie. That is a maybe. That is a maybe. UFC 5 has kind of been sidelined for me. I'm not going to lie. Because I wanted to try to make my streams more professional-like, and more focused on doing topics instead of doing UFC 5. But when UFC 6 comes out and GTA 6 comes out, but trust me, I'm still doing UFC content every single day. I can't stop. I can't stop. I'm telling you, I'm on to something big. I'm this close. You know the meme of the dude mining, like one dude's mining on the bottom, one dude's mining on the top, and one dude is close to mining diamonds and walks away, and the other dude mines the diamonds. I feel like I'm right there. I feel like I'm right there. I'm just gonna keep mining. I'm just gonna chug through. I do this with everything in life. I'm gonna brute force it. I'm gonna fucking walk right through it, and I'm gonna figure it out. All right, it is what it is. But if you guys don't give Charles Air Jourdain Raul Rojas Jr., I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. Why not? Like, literally, why not? He's a bigger star than Raul. He actually sells out things. You put him in co-main events, and he actually is, you know, a little entertaining. He's actually good. Or we give him Marlon Chito Vera. 2 more weeks and we get JDM versus Carlos. It's very true. I'm so excited. It's going to be a JDM masterclass. You know, I'm going to start making content on that. So Monday, expect a JDM masterclass rant, okay? Sad Gilbert's last fight was an early stoppage. Early stoppage, brother, what? You know what? I agree. It was an early stoppage because he needs a punctuation, an exclamation point to keep him out of the octagon. 0-5 in his last 5, all savages, all brutal losses. I mean, please, bro, let's pump the brakes. Let's call RAF, okay? Let's call Hype FC. Let's figure something else out, okay? Besides doing that, but Charles Air Jourdain Johnson needs a main event, okay, and a ranked opponent. Give him Marlon Chito Vera at rank 10, because you guys gave Mike Mallet Gilbert at 11. I mean, so what's the difference? What's the difference? But Kyler Phillips, I believe he's like on a 3-fight losing streak now. Yep. Unlucky. Cut him. Give me Charles Air Jourdain versus Gene Silva. I would love that. I would pick Charles Jourdain. We might see that. You never know. The way things have been moving recently, with people moving out. I mean, not moving out, like pulling out of fights, like the Loner Kavanaugh situation. Now look at him. Now he's about to. I'm telling you, Loner Kavanaugh's going to fight the other Brandon. Loner Kavanaugh is going to end up fighting Brandon Royval, and then for the belt. I'm telling you. So he just needs to be a little bit. Maybe Amin Zabi pulls out of the fight against Sean O'Malley, and we get Charles Jourdain versus Sean O'Malley, White House card. Ooh, wait! Gene already violated him. Damn, Kavanaugh's overrated. Man, I like Kavanaugh. He was looking clean out there. He was looking goddamn clean. But hey, I called it. I called it on the betting show. I literally called it on the betting show. You guys, come on, tap into the picks. I called it. I tried to tell you. I tried to warn you. Short notice how? No. I'm saying Charles Air Jourdain can fight for a belt this year. Like, who knows? Like, for example, Amin Zabi could pull out of the Sean O'Malley White House card fight, and then Charles Jourdain can, like, replace him. You know what I mean? And then beat Sean O'Malley, hopefully, and then fight for the belt. You know? Just a thought. But I tried to tell you guys. Okay? I tried to, and you know, the consensus is in. Mandel Nalo, rat garbage, he's Indian. Like, he has to be Indian. The way he went down, Indian. Jai Herbert with the sneaky, crafty vet victory. I told you guys. I tried to warn you. Jai Herbert, the guy who almost put Ilya Tuporia all the way down, almost took his got him out of there, comes out with the sneaky victory. Now, this was a comeback victory if I've ever seen one. I was like, whoa. Very dominant win. I cannot believe I called this W. So ecstatic, so happy. Jasmine Judoviscus goes out there and completely dominates Catherine Silva. She did her absolute thing. Absolute savage. Shout out to Kaden to put me on. Now, Gage Young versus Thiago Moses was a fucking banger. Gage Young is now on my radar for 2026 Prospects of the Year. I'm not going to lie. He is on my radar, boys. Okay, this fight against Thiago Moses should not have been a split decision. No idea how this was a split decision. And just looked absolutely fantastic and great and on point. Shout out to Gage Young. G-Money did his thing. Gets the W out there fantastically. Marcio Barbosa gets the brutal KO TKO over Dennis Bazooka. I mean, how dare I have picked Dennis Bazooka over that bloke? It was a brutal knockout. It was very quick. It was over very fast. I'm very upset. Shout out to Marcio Barbosa, I guess. Robert Valentin comes out there and absolutely masterclass Julian LeBlanc. My boy finally got a win, and he's tired of being bullied out there in the octagon. Off of a 3-fight losing streak, 1 fight to Ryan Loder, which was just unlucky. Torres Finney kind of just laid on him and used heavier man skill. And do I really need to sit here and describe the Audubon Goudier loss to you guys? Goes out there and masterclass Julian LeBlanc. Finally gets a fucking W. And shout out to my boy Robert. Give him another unranked opponent. Another nobody, please. ASAP. Alright. Gohan Sarkhan versus Tanner Bozer. What a war. What a literal bar fight. An absolute throwdown. An absolute hoot and holler. Absolutely fantastic. Can't believe this fight. I was going to say I can't believe the fight went the way it did, but it is what it is. Okay, I just kind of rhymed right there. Scare Croden, Melissa Scare Croden. If you know who this is from the betting preview show that I did with Caden, we were very high on Melissa Scare Croden. She did her thing. She should have gotten the finish, but she did not. She did all right. Dara looked pretty mid, but Melissa Scare Croden makes her way with a nice, fantastic W, 2-1 in the UFC. Another WMMA prospect to keep an eye on, all right? Melissa Scare Croden, very, very scary. And like I told Caden, JJ Aldridge was going to masterclass Jamie Lynn Horth. You know, I thought he was going to call it at first, but he didn't. I had to correct him, and he went with our pick secondarily. Shout out JJ Aldridge getting the W, even though a lot of people said it was a robbery. Was a robbery? I really don't think so. And now we're here. This is what I talked for 18 minutes and 30 seconds for. Mark versus Sexy Max John Castanda. Now, this was a robbery. It ended in a draw. No idea how they got that. Now, I understand they did take a point from John, which he honestly should have been disqualified because he kicked Mark in the cup area. Mark bent down, you know what I mean? Bent down a little bit, and John just almost knocked him out. Mark was out of his body. Mark took 2 minutes down for a cup check break. I was screaming at the television, please take 5. Please take 5 minutes, Mark. Please. But I don't understand how round 3 was not Mark's. I don't understand. I don't get it. Robbery. I will scream robbery all day, all night, left, right, up, and down. Okay? I don't understand how this was a draw. This was bullshit. Mark is now 0-1 in the Contender Series and now 0-1 in the UFC. Like, just how unlucky. How much grit, though. How much grit. Looking like mini, tiny, super tiny Justin Gaethje. Just tough as nails. I mean, on ice skates about like 30% of the fight, bro. But just fantastic to watch. An absolute gem. Shout out to Mark, bro. I can't believe Mark. Shout out to John Giannis coming out there with a bang. Opening the fight up with a bang. Easy underdog pick. We didn't pick him. We picked against him. I thought it was over. I thought it was over for John. But, hey, he went out there and shocked the world. UFC, this was Winnipeg? Where were we? Yeah, UFC Winnipeg. UFC Winnipeg was pretty banging. Pretty banging. What did Mike Mallet say? He said something like Maple Leaf Brigade. Maple Leaf something. No, Maple Syrup Soldiers. Some shit like that. I was like, oh, he was spitting. Mike Mallet, man, easiest layup win of your fucking life. Like, actually. Like, how about actually the easiest layup win of your life? Cannot believe he got that done. But we got something else to talk about. I do have another topic. I do.
Shit.
So,
Listen.
Earlier today, Eddie Hearn talks about how Dana White has backed out of a fight, a boxing match. They have been going back and forth since Dana White has decided to step his foot into the Zuffa boxing arena. And it's been pretty entertaining. Now, my personal opinion is Eddie Hearn dog walks Dana White. Walks him down. Beats his ass. Dana White is getting absolutely mogged by a way taller, in my opinion, funnier, way more down-to-earth personality by Eddie Hearn. Now, I might be shooting myself in the foot by saying this because I am an MMA content creator and not a boxing content creator, but I speak the truth. It's what I feel. It's what I feel, all right? It is what it is. But what's a fact is, personally, okay. Dana White's lawyers, please. I'm just gonna play the goddamn clip.
I accept. Listen, pussy. If I'm a pussy, come and show me I'm a pussy. And now he's going, well, I'm 57 years old. I said, no, you told me I wouldn't do it, and I'm a pussy. So what are you? An old pussy. I know the numbers. I know the business. I know the numbers it does. It's huge. So the only thing that can stop the fight happening is Dana White. Pussy. So really, the truth of the matter is, he's backing out of the fight that he called on. So who's the pussy now? I nearly said something terrible there. Where's your balls gone, you pussy?
I'm telling you, Dana White is coping. When I show you Dana White's response to this, you're going to see absolutely mogged. Look at this. Absolutely, like tan mogged. My hair mogged. Just.
You can't keep calling me a pussy when you call me out for a fight and I accept the fight and then you go, oh, no, we're bums. It would go on earlier in the night. What the fuck's that? Like, we would main event and sell out a massive stadium. Do you not think we'd do over 1 million?
Whoa.
So you called me out for a fight and then you go, oh, no, in the night. What the fuck's that? Like, we would main event and sell out a massive stadium. Do you not think we'd do over 1 million buys globally? Like I say, it'll probably just be fantasy because, unfortunately, Dana White backed out the fight.
So this is Dana White's response to the call-outs from Eddie Hearn, which is the original call-out from Dana White. Chill, Dana might not give you a job now. You know, they denied my press pass, all right, so I'm a little salty. So if this fight were to happen right now, currently, today at 12:30 at night, I would be smashing Moneyline Eddie Hearn. I might even be smashing Eddie Hearn by finish. All right? This is Dana White's coping response.
Listen, Eddie says a lot of dumb shit. I'm getting used to it. Eddie said that me and him are the biggest fight in boxing. Therein lies the problem with boxing. And the fact that a fight promoter who's actually put on big fights and had a stable of good fighters would say something that fucking stupid is not starting to not be as shocking as it was in the beginning, but you're a fucking bum. I'm old, and we don't even deserve...
Calling somebody a bum, by the way. Calling somebody a bum, by the way. Disrespectful. I don't know why Dana thinks that the alpha that is Eddie Hearn
you called me
is letting that slide. Let's not forget Eddie Hearn got his Pookie taken away from him, Conor Benn, by Dana White. Let's not forget. A-Rock, your YouTube Twitch link is old. Twitch that you don't use anymore. Say that. Thank you. Thank you. I will update that right after the stream. Thank you so much, Give Did He Freedom. I appreciate you. Deadass. But let's not forget, Eddie Hearn is upset. That rhymed a little bit. But Conor Benn is riding off into the sunset with Dana White. And that would have still rhymed, by the way. Let's not forget, Eddie Hearn is upset. Conor Benn is riding off into the sunset with Dana White and some baguettes. Get me in the booth. Just get me in the booth, man. But, yeah, Conor signed the $15 million deal with Dana White behind Eddie Hearn's back and pissed him off, obviously. And apparently, Conor Benn just re-signed. And you're calling Eddie Hearn a bum. You're pushing him while he's down. Eddie Hearn signed Tom Aspinall as, you know, a fighter in his, like, little stable of MMA fighters, which he kind of has no MMA fighters right now. So it seemed like a ploy to get back at Dana White. And it's kind of working. The chips at the boss are kind of working. Is Dana ducking while using the same excuses that John Jones used, calling Eddie a nobody? I think so. I think so. Dana White is using the same playbook that John Jones did against Tom Aspinall, saying you're a nobody, you're a bum.
To be on a card with a bunch of real fighters. Listen, Eddie says a lot of dumb shit.
I don't know, man. Not a good look. Not a good look for the boss man, Dana White. I'm not going to lie. Not a good look. Considering he gets height mogged, considering he gets reach mogged, considering he's getting charisma mogged, hair mogged, insult mogged, speech mogged, just like... It's not a good look for Dana White. If I'm Dana, I'm accepting the fade. If I'm Dana White, I'm accepting the fade, or I actually would say, you know what, buddy? I took Conor Benn from you, so how about you find somebody to beat Conor Benn, and I'll put up $10 million. Something like that. Do something like that, Dana. Just don't go sitting here calling him a bum. Didn't Dana bring up the boxing match first after media asked him about his beef with Eddie? Yes, that's what I said. And you can't go around calling people a fucking bum and expecting them not to pop off, especially when they're height mogging you, reach mogging you, and everything else. Mr. White. What are the odds of this fight happening? I don't think this fight is going to happen, but if they do, I'm telling you, I'm going Eddie Hearn. I'm going Eddie Hearn. Now, I expect this beef to continue to drag its feet continuously. I'm very excited to see what the Tom Aspinall aspect of this whole thing does. Again, remember, Tom Aspinall signed with Eddie Hearn. So I'm excited to see when we see him fight. Obviously, we have Alex and Cyril Gahn fighting for the interim championship at the White House card. So that's something. That's something. That is something. That is something. Don't mind the Wendy's cup. All right, if you want to sponsor me, and you might be Burger King, for example, this could be your cup right here. Yes, it's a little flat. That's all right. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, I got Eddie Hearn, man. It is what it is. All right, now let's look forward to what is to come. Let's look forward to what is to come. Right? I mean, tomorrow. What's tomorrow? No fights for Sunday? Okay. It's fair. Regular shit. We get Aljamain Sterling versus Yusuf Zalal. I gotta do some tape study on Yusuf Zalal. I gotta do some goddamn tape study on Yusuf Zalal, okay? I am not going to cap to you fellas. I do have to do some tape. But personally, I'm getting a Aljamain Sterling masterclass here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Gilbert Burns finally retires. Thank God. Thank God, right? Get him out of here. Get him gone. But I'm assuming we see an Aljamain Sterling absolute masterclass over Yusuf Zalal. I mean, I don't really see a world where Yusuf Zalal gets a victory here, but I'm going to have to watch some goddamn tape. Did you shed a tear when Gilbert started crying? Since we got Yuri and Gilbert losing back-to-back? No. My heart is cold after seeing Yuri loss. After seeing the Yuri loss, boys, my heart is honestly ice cold. Ice cold. I feel nothing. I am numb. Okay, I'm numb to the pain. I'm numb to it all. Just, it is what it is. I'm numb to it all. But yeah, I'm going to have to watch some tape. But there are some good fights on this card, boys. UFC Fight Night Sterling versus Zalal. Alexander Hernandez, who's coming off of a big win against Diego Ferreira. We have Montel Jackson versus one of my fucking GOATs, one of my favorite fighters right now, Raoni Barcelos. And again, he is an underdog. When will you guys learn about Raoni Barcelos? When? He's on a 4-fight winning streak. Ricky Simon, where he looked absolutely fantastic. Ricky Simon also kind of looked extra locked in. A beautiful, beautiful beating over Cody Garbrandt. And then a fraud checking of Payne Talbot. Raoni Barcelos beat Payne Talbot, and then 2 other fighters, still not ranked, while Payne Talbot is ranked. Huh. Stonehearted E-Rock is a new mythical predictor. No, it's a fact. Gilbert Burns by right overhand. No. And you were wrong. And you were wrong. But I don't understand why everybody is sitting here doubting my boy Raoni Barcelos like he's not going to just ragdoll Montel Jackson, who's literally coming off of a loss over Davison Figueiredo. You know how ass, you know how buns, how dog shit Davison Figueiredo is. Like, can we honestly be, can we focus up? Can we fucking focus up, please? Raoni Barcelos is going to absolutely destroy. And he's probably still not even going to be ranked after this. Probably not. Payton lost because he cut his hair. I mean, that's a thought. The return of Ryan Spans on this card. Rodolfo Vieira, everybody's favorite. Cedric Dumas, our favorite dog crate user. If you know, you know. Jackson McVeigh, I do actually fuck with Jackson McVeigh. This fight was canceled, I believe, and rescheduled, huh? I believe this fight was canceled and rescheduled. It was. See, I'm a genius. My MMA knowledge is too on point. Max Griffin. Hey. Shout out Max Griffin, boys. On a 2-fight losing streak. All right. Okay. I mean, now, the fight cards just have been seeming a little bit bleak on paper, but in action, in reality, they've been pretty solid. Shout out Jocelyn Edwards. I don't know really much about Norma Dumont. We're going to wait until Thursday or Friday to sit here and do our gambling stream with Caden because we did really good the last 2 weeks. We're going to do it up. I honestly do not see a way Aljo loses this, but I'm going to get back to you guys after I watch some Yusuf Zalal tape. But in reality, what we're all waiting for, boys, what we're all waiting for is UFC Fight Night, Perth, right? This is in Perth? Yes, UFC Fight Night, Perth, boys. JDM versus Carlos Prates, Benil versus Quillen Salki, Tai Tuivasa versus Sean Sharif. Tai Tuivasa still getting bookings, by the way. Tim Elliott, the return of the Savage. Jim Dumas and McKinney put Jaden Cable in a pyramid? Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. Yo, I fuck with Don Marfan. Street Buddha, baby. Street Buddha, baby. Cody Rousting. Shout out Cody Rousting. This is a quick turnaround, no? A little bit. Very curious on what line this is going to be, so we will be putting all of our money on Cam Rousing. This is the giraffe, right? That's a giraffe, dude. Jonathan Miaclaff. A whole bunch of people are doing quick turnarounds. Colby Thickness. Vince Morales. Wes Schultz. I feel like I just seen Wes Schultz. Literally February. A whole bunch of people doing quick turnarounds for UFC Perth, man. Tatsudo. No, not Tatsudo Taira. Jesus Christ. Taito Ivasa is fighting someone who's 4-2. Yeah, that's why I'm like, alright. Alright. That's great. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But after all that slop, after all that, well, it's not slop because we know that main event is going to be bussin'. Bussin'. After all that, we know we get UFC Newark, the E-Rock card. Hamza Chimaev versus Sean Strickland. I don't even need to run you guys through this card. It's so fucking banging. It's so banging. Bagshnar Snudiskanayev is on this bitch. Let's go. Pat Sabatini. Jim Miller. New Jersey's very own, man. Let's go, Jim Miller. Alright. Hey. Hey. That's it for E-Rock. Alright, I'm closing up shop for the night. E-Rock is closing up shop for the night in a featured fight. LUL. Compare Waldo versus Volkov featured fight to Ty's shit featured fight. Yeah. Yeah. Slop. We get slop events, huh? We literally get slop events. I'm gonna... Hey. I want you guys to try to DM me any upgrades you think I should do to stream or anything I can make... Anything I could do to make my YouTube videos or stream better. You know, I already thought of the E-Rock printed index cards, right? Good idea. We're gonna do those. We have the soundboard, which I don't really use. Armor Wrestling match, I already covered it. Really short topic, like maybe 4 minutes. Nothing serious. Nothing genuinely serious. Make fun of Jaden Cable more often. Okay, I like that. I'll write that down. Anything else, boys? Anything else? If you think about it, you let me know. I need to go watch some tape. Now, who I'm going to watch tape on, obviously, we are going to be watching tape on Yusuf Zalal. Right? Because I need some tape on Yusuf Zalal. What fight is he coming off of? Josh Emmett, I saw this. I'm going to watch the Calvin Kattar one. We're going to have to watch some Rafa Garcia tape. Ooh, against Jared Gordon. I'll watch. That sounds like a fun fight. I had to have just seen that. September, yeah. Boring? NHL's boring? Chill. You guys want to hear my parlay for tomorrow? This is my 4-leg parlay for tomorrow. You ready? Put a little chicken on this. Yankees. Money line. Avalanche. Money line. Canadians. Money line. And Buffalo Sabres. Money line. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing for tomorrow. Just like how is Oberg and Izzy fighting over Dan, Dumas and McKinney are fighting over Jaden. You know, I brought that point up in the debate. I did bring that point up in the debate. Gifted he freedom, bro. You had me crying, bro. Saying I'm being fake humble. That shit had me laughing. I was thinking about that this morning, bro. I was literally laughing at that shit this morning. I was like, yo, what a good message. What a good message. What a good guy. Now, question. So you know how I have chat here, right? For the Twitch viewers and the YouTube VOD watchers, right? I have chat here and it's TikTok chat. Should I put Twitch chat over here as well? Oh, no, that doesn't work. Should I put another area where you could see chat? Like maybe on the other side? Chill, twin. Yeah, maybe should I put a Twitch chat like over here? Oh, whoa. Like over here? Like, you know what I'm saying? On the other side or no? Let me know what y'all think. Let me know. Damn. My chat can't be on screen. TikTok won't like our naughty words. That's fair. That's fair. That is very fair. That is very, very, very fair. Very, very, very fair. Very fair, 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 fair. Run fades fair. Do snizness fair. Get cracking fair. Shout out Crip Mac, bro. That motherfucker's hilarious. Crip Mac is so funny. Holy. Alright, boys. Hey, we did good. Cracked the little parlay that I set. Jump Olberg fair. I ain't doing business with Olberg fair. I'm doing snizness with Olberg not fair. E-Rock about to order food. What should I get? Twin. Twin. Focus up. Focus up. It's late at night. Save your money. Okay? Save it. You'll need it. You can go buy a pool. You can go buy a cool shirt. Go buy some cool shorts. Maybe some shoes. Yes.
Taco Bell just dropped a double-decker of a Crunchwrap Supreme.
Taco Bell just dropped... Listen. Nonchalant. I'm going to cancel that. Taco Bell just dropped a double-decker Crunchwrap. They just said E-Rock girlfriend in the back knows ball. They dropped a double-decker Crunchwrap. I will be getting Taco Bell tomorrow. Mañana. Is that available?
Yes.
Don't dox us. Is that available in our area?
Yes.
It's on the app?
Yes. It's there right now.
Are you dead ass? They're open right now? Until when?
3 a.m.
Till 3?
Yes. Look.
Look at that. Damn. Sheesh. Hey, man, depending on what time Taco Bell closes near you, that might be the perfect Gilbert Burns, Mike Mallet after party tap in, you know what I mean? Hey, man. Wow. Look, so I did not go live for the main event. Obviously, like we knew exactly what it was going to be. We don't like Mallet. Did his thing. He did what he was supposed to do. Not really though. He didn't get him out in the first round. But yeah, I know I didn't go live for the main event or even any card, any fight for this card. But I'm not going to. And I'm not going to go live for the Yusuf Zalal Aljamain Sterling card either, honestly. I'm not. I'm gonna be live for UFC Newark though. You better fucking believe it. I'll be live for the main event for Perth. I'll be live for the whole main card of Perth. Actually, it's bussin'. I'll be live for the main card of Perth. Actually bussin'. I'll be live for the whole main card of UFC 328. The whole main card. The whole main card. Absolutely. Absolutely. And what do we have after 328? Better be live for the whole card? Ooh, I don't know if I can swing that, but I'll try. I got a Tapology perfect on round 3 KO Burns. There we go. I did round 1. It didn't really go well. Damn, next is Miquel Costa versus Arnold Allen. That means that Netflix card is really close. That Netflix card is close as hell. Damn, twin. Alright. Alright, boys. Hey. Y'all know tomorrow's my off day. I take off of doing long form content on Sundays. So, did I miss anything? Before I get out of here, did I miss anything? Be honest, are you tapping in for Allen versus Costa or Netflix? I'll tell you right now. I'm going to be honest. If Arnold Allen versus Miquel Costa is on the same time as Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry, I'm watching Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry. Fact. If Arnold Allen versus Mikel Costa is on the same time as Francis Ngannou versus Felipe, whatever, I'm watching Francis Ngannou. If Arnold Allen versus Mikel Costa is on the same time as Muhammad Mukayev versus the guy who knocked out Demetrius Johnson, I'm watching that. But if this fight is on the same time as that fucking dog shit main event, I am watching my king Arnold Allen get this absolute easy W. Absolutely. Absolutely guaranteed. You missed Hamzat signing for RAF? That's like not even newsworthy, because let's be real, he's not fucking fighting anybody. He's not going to fight a single person. He signed for like the signing bonus and he's not going to fight anybody. He's not. But alright, boys. Hey. Usman. What do you mean, Usman? Usman what? Usman what? Usman what? What did I miss about Usman? Tap me in. Tap me in. I haven't seen anything about Usman. I scoured the news sites. I scoured my plugs. I mean, they had an Arman Sarukian, Kobe Covington face-off we could have talked about, but who gives a fuck? RAF, he was talking about signing for them. Well, I mean, Usman versus Hamza, RAF. I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't even care. Me and E-Rock love Carlos Holberg. Ooh, okay. Opposite day. It's an opposite day today. It's an opposite day today. E-Rock's been different ever since the Yuri fight. Been moving different. I realized how cruel the world is. I realized, just like how Yuri realized, no mercy. No mercy. No mercy. You know what that means? No UFC 5 streams. Only news. And focus on the clips. And focus on the thumbnails. And focus on getting traction. And you can see my stats. They speak for themselves. I've been going up. I've been turning up. Speak for themselves. Alright? Shout out Yuri. Love Yuri, man. Love Yuri. Alright? Anyways, boys, I hope you guys have a good one. I appreciate everybody who stopped by. I appreciate if you're watching the VOD right now. Shout out to you. Appreciate if you're watching live. Shout out Nonchalant. Shout out DC. Shout out your mom. Shout out Gifted He Freedom. Shout out Caden. Shout out Mark. Shout out Martin. Shout out that's all the people I can remember being on this exact live. But I hope you guys have a good one. Hope you guys have a good one. Be safe. I will see you guys Monday. I'll see you guys Monday. Remember, Sunday I'm off. I'm going to post this in about 2 or 3 hours. So, well, it's live. It's live on YouTube. We're live on YouTube. All right? So you could just rewatch the stream on YouTube. That's what I was starting to do. I'm starting to stream this on YouTube, and I'm just going to clip it up and post the clips on my YouTube channel. Genius, right? Tell me E-Rock isn't smart. Peace out.